Okay, so while we're here, mod up the shotgun. I should sell all these ones that I'm not using. So what do we have? Fun times and mag to zap on the shotgun. Okay, so if we repair all. That shotgun, attack shot 3, install mod. So we can go for extra rate of fire or crit damage. The rate of fire is not so bad. Okay, let's get that one. And shock, because I want that for the robots. And then I can break that down, since I won't need it. No, but I'm going to sell it because I've got way too much breakdown parts anyway. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to eat some Raptidon meat. We're almost out of that, finally. Need sugary drink. Look at that. Okay. I'm not going to put the... I should put some of the mods in, actually. Quickly back inside. Just in case I do upgrade one of these guns, I'm going to want the mods that I've got. I doubt it, but it's not going to hurt to have these mods in. So... what ones do I have, actually? We've got 2 Whisper Quiets, a Plasma, a Magnum size, Gyro sight, Exacto sight. Okay. That one we store. Fun times is the crit damage, which I only need to store. Let's go 2. Probably didn't need all the the fun times. Cooling, chrono, scanner. Mag to zap again. Let's store 2. That's a melee one. I don't need any of the melee one or armor one. I just need the gun ones. What's that one? It's a gyro, so yeah, store 2 of those. Nope. Yep. Two of those. I think I stored 6, it's okay. Okay. So if I have a look over here. Take 4. Take 4. There you go. So that should cover me if I get some weapons. And I can sell all those when I eventually hobble myself over to a vending machine. And that can just be less crap that I'm carrying around. mean, with the increased speed, it's not terrible. Where is this dude? Come on, map. We're there, and he's... Oh, like right near us? Or a vending machine. Billy.
Inspector, you find my missing man?
I found O'Connell. He's dead.
Shit. That's fucking inconvenient. What happened?
You can lie. Amelia still murdered him in cold blood. He attacked Amelia, who unintentionally killed him in self-defense.
Oh, shit. I gotta tell you, Evan's never been written up for so much as an impolite look. He attacked her? You sure?
I'm satisfied she's telling the truth.
Damn. Okay.
Also, Evan was covered in slugs when I found him.
That's unusual, but I don't see how that factors in.
Well, we do know. Like, we're not stupid. Me either, but I tend to find out.
Good for you. That's a nice go-getter attitude you got there. I hope you do figure it out, but my involvement ends here.
I wonder if
I gotta figure out who the fuck's replacing Evan. We're short-staffed as it is. A new day, a new pain in my ass.
I wonder if you solve everything else first and then go speak to her if you'll have an answer for her and be like, this is why. And she'll be like, whoa, that's crazy. Who'd have thunk it? I know to think it. What quest are we doing? Speak with Dr. Goodnight. Where's Birdie? It's like just around the corner.
Hope you've been enjoying your stay.
Sell copious quantities of junk I be collecting. Man, these hosts are getting
Me? I'm pleased as pie. How sad. Don't like that, Adam. I can't hear you laughing. I just wanted to make you smile.
there seems to be no shortage of people to be a host for these things. No, we were just in here with her. Need a vending machine real quick. There's a great technically correction at your work right now. Do I want to know what this is? I never understood what there's like a thing I don't get when people be like, you say something that's correct, people are like, well, that's technically correct, but this is what, it's like, well, it's either correct or it's not correct, right? So if it's technically correct, then that is correct. What do you call crows? It's a murder of crows. Oh, Velcro. Yeah, see, that's chromo levels of bad. Oh, some of these are expensive. Like, we're raking it. I should have sold these ages ago. Whoa, monies! I think that's more of an actually, not a technically. Yeah. I think the well technically is superfluous when it gets used. Whereas the well actually sort of signifies that the person had it wrong. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, yeah, using it to avoid a stupid pun. Cedric?
Inspector, good to see you. Let me just grant you access and... Welcome to the Piraeus Spaceport.
Thank you. Yeah, was that coworker you? Have you pre-recorded your next Zoom meeting attendance? Ah, apparently for 2 bits you can get the newspaper. Well.
Hey, you! We've been looking for you, and by we, I mean Slug.
Why?
Been real busy sniffing around Eridanos for clues, haven't you, Inspector? See, Slug Light Underground don't like that much. Should have kept your nose where it belonged, Inspector. Slug's sick of all your meddling in their affairs. Our affairs, I mean. We're... Draw, you damn breadworm, draw!
I'm an inspector, fella. Sticking my nose where it doesn't belong is my job.
Well, you ain't gonna stick that nose anywhere ever again.
Okay, so you're saying Slug asked me to investigate and now it wants me dead?
Quick, everyone! Get him!
Reload! I got you covered! We're losing people!
Ah, yeah, the health thing happens. Got a job for anyone with a ready gun hand and empty pockets. There's an inspector looking into the murder of Halcyon Helen. My client wants you to cross them off. Don't worry about subtlety. In fact, don't be subtle. Just make sure that once you agree to the job, you visit Rearmost buyer bunk. Put on the uniforms you'll find folded beneath the mattress. After that, feel free to cause a ruckus. Be sure to let them know that slug territory is off limits. Rewards 40,000 bits plus all the enhancing chemicals you could ever want. The Marketeer. So they weren't actually from Slug.
You got an appointment?
I do. Come on, Eileen.
Appointment?
I need to speak to Cedric.
Yeah, that's why you're here. Appointment?
Can I make an appointment for right now?
Not entirely out of the question. Convince me.
I'll take you out for dinner later. I could put in a good word with Cedric about his incredibly helpful secretary.
Wouldn't mind a new bolter pistol. I've fired mine so many times the tips nearly fell off.
Yeah, same here.
Let's give Mr. Kincannon a ring. Mr. Kincannon, got a person of interest here to see you. Think they've got business.
That sounds like our inspector. Please, send him up.
Dude, did you guys see the I beat you to it. Did you see the lockpicking lawyers April Fool's video this year? It's amazing. I didn't think anything would top last year's, but this one was pretty good.
Why, if it isn't the inspector,
Hey,
I was
Dean, it's
hoping you'd
Johnson.
swing by.
Here for my alibi, I assume.
And if you want to stick it in the back, you just got to flip it over and bring it around this side. Hey, first I want an explanation for that nonsense outside.
Another murder? Drunk Raptidons? Black Hole Birdie practicing his hacking in the middle of the street? Stop me if it's one of those, or I'll just keep guessing.
Last year's one was pretty good. I watched it again today. Hey Padolfo, how you going? Had some run-in with some slug agents.
Sounds as though you've already sorted it out yourself.
How did the thugs get their hands on slug gear?
Slug uniforms do seem to go missing from the hotel laundry with impressive regularity. Easy enough for someone to nick a few.
Fair enough.
Now ask yourself this. Why would anyone give thugs slug gear and send them after you?
Clearly whoever's behind this wants to pit me against slug.
Right again, Inspector.
I'm smart.
But I can't fathom who would benefit from tarnishing my reputation like that. Can you?
Hey, that guy that you have fights with. Gosh, could it possibly be the administrator? How dumb do you think I am?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult your intelligence. I'm used to working with Lou, you see? I hope you won't hold it against me.
Man, these two guys just
So,
don't miss a
as you've
beat at
deduced,
taking shots at
I
each
did
other.
not send anyone from Slug after you, nor is it likely they assigned themselves that task. Still, I am sorry for the trouble, Inspector.
With that settled, I assume you'll want to know where I was the night of Helen's murder.
Yo, Tiger Lizzie, thanks for the raid. Welcome, everyone. We're playing through the Murder on Eridanos DLC, our Outer Worlds playthrough, and having a ton of fun. How was your stream? What were you playing? All right, let's hear your theory, dude.
Let's see. That night, I was...
Valheim?
torturing Elliot Nasser for information on missing cargo. That was a messy one. Didn't break until nearly noon the next day. Can you imagine?
You're doing the base building with your community? Where would I find this Elliot Nasser to verify that?
An excellent question. I had his body
don't.
dropped
I
off
really
the
should
edge
get
of the
one.
land complex. I'm not sure what happened to it from there, scientifically speaking. Maybe it dissolved? Ultimately, though, it doesn't matter. You'd be a fool to believe me, regardless of what I told you. People lie, and I am, incriminatingly, people.
That's very true. Oh, you got a server? You're playing with Vulcan and the guys? Nice. How's the base looking? So your alibi is that you're busy murdering someone else.
Which, as I said, you should not trust. If it helps, however, you might consider pursuing not my means, but my motive. Why in the name of the architect would I kill Halcyon Helen? She was making me a fortune.
So Helen's death is a net loss for Slug.
I'm considering a line of commemorative merchandise. Still, that's nothing compared to what Helen would have made us in the long run. I'd offer to assist you in your work, but I've a mystery of my own to solve, I'm afraid.
Anything I should look into?
You may very well want to. This particular trouble strikes me as not unrelated to your investigation. Items are disappearing from Slug's storage and processing warehouse. The thefts began a week before Helen's unfortunate death, and there have been more instances since. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and cargo going missing. This is the latter.
There's also a link to last year's one on that video, Man Without Hair. It's worth a rewatch, even if you've seen it. And if you haven't, it's definitely worth a watch. Alright, what's the connection to Helen's murder, though?
I'm not sure. I'm only confident there is one. That the thefts began mere days before Helen's untimely demise is an extraordinary coincidence. I'm not a man who believes in happenstance, Inspector. I do not trust it.
I guess I can't guarantee the theft isn't related to the murder.
I certainly wouldn't take that bet. Regardless, this will be fun. You out in the field, chasing down leads. Me, scheming in my office, preparing to unspeakably mangle the perpetrator.
I like to commit my own horrific bodily harm, thanks.
Oh, I never subcontract out that type of work, Inspector.
Oh,
You'll want to
fair enough.
speak with Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman. I've cleared her as a suspect myself, but should she refuse to cooperate, shoot her.
Will do.
No, I'm joking. If she won't cooperate, tell me, and I will shoot her. And do feel free to search my office for clues while you're here. Don't hold back on my account.
Before I get started...
Was there something else you wanted to discuss?
Yeah, you're going to shoot me if I lockpick my way into your cupboard over there? Why does Ludovico hate you so much anyway?
The original incident? Well, I made him an offer he should have refused.
Did you put a severed raptidon head in his bed?
What? No. Law, no. Why in the architect's name would you think that? Our combative relationship stems from paperwork, mundanely enough. Rizzo's contracted sublet to construct the Eridanos atmospheric complex. Had Lou wanted Rizzo's to retain full control of Eridanos, he shouldn't have skimmed the revised contract I sent him. Lou's an administrator, for law's sake. I thought he would adore all the fine print I added.
Well, no, that's not a trick. That's just someone being sloppy and paying for it. Yeah, anyone who misses a trap that obvious isn't fit for management. No, that can't be it, can it?
My power grab, as Lou called it, planted the seed of hatred. And Lou, obsessed with what should have been, has made sure to water it daily with his bitterness and anger.
Oh, but salty tears isn't good for plants. You did steal? No, you put it in a contract and he signed it. Yeah, I have other things to discuss.
Such as?
More questions about Helen?
Very well.
Do you have many dealings with Helen?
A few. Helen was strangely curious about the private business operations around Eridanos. She said it was role research. But how much business know-how does one actor truly need for an action picture? I also arranged to have Helen supplied with mag picks, bypass shunts, and other hacking tools. She wanted to buy in bulk.
Huh, why'd you help her?
Because she paid me to, Inspector.
It's a good answer.
Besides, Helen was enjoyable company. She was confident, resourceful, determined, not unlike you, now that I consider it.
Oh, well, thank you. If you didn't kill her, any idea who would want her dead?
That is the question, isn't it, Inspector?
That's why I'm asking it.
Tell me, do you really believe Helen's death was a mere crime of passion? Or one of petty career jealousy?
No. Well, I'm not going to rule anything out, though.
A smart approach, Inspector. And yet, this murder is bigger than Miss Helen's personal life. Bigger than her latest moving picture.
You think she had a powerful enemy?
Indeed. I suspect Helen arrived on Eridanos with grander plans than promoting Spectrum Brown. I knew I was right about you being clever, Inspector.
Every time someone says Spectrum Brown,
because whoever
I
did
just
kill
feel a little
Helen
grossed
is
out.
not going to come forward so easily.
You know more than you're telling me.
I might. I just might. Your point, Inspector?
It's not a good look for a murder suspect.
Am I an official suspect then? Intriguing. I'll look forward to how it all plays out. Be very careful, Inspector. I'd very much like to see you still around for the grand finale.
We haven't seen the
Whenever
corpse.
it comes.
We're going to check in with the
shape it
coroner, though,
takes.
to find out about the autopsy, so we'll see it then.
One moment, if you please, Inspector. I've answered your questions. I believe it's my turn to ask you a question now.
Sure.
What or who made you decide to investigate me?
I was here. You had a quest marker. Lie? No. You're one of Eridano's major players. It only makes sense.
Understandable. A man of my standing would naturally be tied up in all this, whether he wishes to be or not. Now then, did you need anything else?
Nah, I'm good, man.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This copy of TK contains 142 fewer pages than a standard copy. The missing pages were likely removed to create sufficient space for the hidden listening device inside.
Where is it transmitting to?
Transmission receiver location unclear. Inspector, please consider speaking into the device in order to trace the transmission and reveal the receiver's location.
Whoever's listening, I'm coming for you. Moo.
Poor woolly cow impression transmitted. Transmission analysis complete. While the precise location of the receiver could not be pinpointed, it has been narrowed down to a smaller, approximate range.
How long has it been here?
Analysis inconclusive. However, there is a minor accumulation of dust particles present on the book's uppermost surface.
Examine the surrounding area.
The area within a 0.5 meter radius of the book possesses a dust coating comprised of at least twice the number of particles.
Okay, wild guess. Bug was planted roughly a week before Helen's death.
That is highly likely, Inspector.
Alright, let's ask the dude.
You found? No, wait. Don't tell me. Let's save it for the big reveal once you've solved the case.
But I wanted to tell you.
Inspector.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
Oh, okay, fine. Man. Okay. I'm going to go through your stuff now since you told me to. Wait, this isn't your private office storage. Oh. Okay. Thanks, dude. See you later. Hey, Bakugu, how you doing? Alright, we'll take the buildings one at a time, I guess.
Hello. Welcome to Eridano's Dry Goods and Sundry, the most standard and unremarkable general store this side of Halcyon. I'm marketeer Joseph Dempsey, here to make your shopping experience as pleasant and normal as possible.
Oh, yeah, I was just thinking about that. The marketeer. Ever refer yourself as just marketeer? Stand under Mark said, maybe I should invest in an advertising seminar.
Oh, I see you've read some of my poems. Very clever, Inspector. Yes, my pen name is The Marketeer, though I also use it in certain business dealings. Wait a moment. Why do you ask?
Show him the hit note. Yeah, okay.
Hey now, hey. Let's all be reasonable here. I'm just a middleman. None of this was my idea. Occasionally, jobs requiring discretion arrive here from the hotel. Always anonymous and always lucrative. For a sizable cut, I set these jobs up and ask no questions. Somebody sent me a note telling me they wanted you dead. I don't know who, and I don't know why. I swear.
That's right, Pandolfo. Why do you ask? So I can find out. Wait, you were hired by an anonymous note to hire someone else by an anonymous note.
Yeah, of course. It's called a paper trail. Give me a little credit. I'm a professional.
Wait, isn't the
I've got to
idea
have
to
some
not
standards.
leave a paper trail? You're either twisting my arm or you're an idiot. I don't know what to make of you. You're going to pay me and I walk away. It is ridiculous. I don't care anymore. Just don't do it again, I guess.
I shall be certain to change my ways, Inspector. Welcome back.
No. Just standard and unremarkable. Yeah.
Hey, folks take a lot of comfort in knowing their neighborhood general store is unchanging, eternal, like the land beneath their feet or the air in their lungs.
Yeah, I can appreciate that.
Forgot I ain't supposed to poeticize on work time. The drab nature of our store profits is what I meant. Now, can I sell you anything?
Maybe. Do you have a Deadeye 3? You do not. Buy my junk. The Masked Lord of Cavendish revealed himself to be the Masked Musketeer in the thrilling final episode of the eponymous serial. Well, there you go. Why is that door sealed? Ah. We've seen those signs before as well. Oh, this is nice.
Hey, could I talk to you for a second?
Maybe.
Hey, I saw your ship. The Unreliable, right? It's a real beauty.
Do I know you?
Hey there. Word around the spaceport is that you came in on the Unreliable. You a new crewmate?
I'm Panz. Sorry to tell you, but Hawthorne's dead. Ship was left to me.
I see. Well, this would have been easier with Hawthorne, but I hope that if you're flying his ship, it means you're a freelancer too.
It does.
Wonder if you can help me.
Do you have a side quest? Dash Whitlock. I'm listening.
I run an outfit for the moving of less than legal goods. There's a particular piece of cargo needs delivering to a particular individual in the spaceport. Thing is, I don't know where the cargo is right now. The crewmate who handles that is in the clink for getting a little too disorderly in town. We've already attracted too much attention. Too risky to visit her myself. That's where you come in. You help us out, I'll give you an equal cut of our pay.
Okay. I'm in.
Great to hear. First, you need to go meet the crewmate who got herself jailed. Cassidy Mills is the name. She'll know where the cargo is.
Alright. How will she know I'm working with you?
Oh, yeah, right. We have a secret phrase. I like boneless spratwurst. Say that and she'll know you're a friend.
I was trying to get the cogs turning for something about telling a girl that I like boneless spratwurst, but I just couldn't quite put it together. But I think you guys get where I'm heading. Sounds good. I'll get going.
Be seeing ya. Remember, Cassidy's at the constabulary. She might be a little wary, so be careful.
Hey, Ernest.
Haven't seen you around before, but that ain't no problem. All are welcome at the Copper Bottom Cantina, so long as their bits are good, huh? Can I get you something?
If it's boneless, it's definitely the worst. How's a fella like you end up bartending?
Yeah, so you notice that I'm a little off kilter, huh? Damn if it ain't been a while. I'm too old to run around anymore, but in my heyday, I used to play for the Rangers.
Ah, yeah. The classic career path. Tossball player to bartender.
Hey, when you tell a story, you're supposed to start at the beginning. Unless you're in media res, which is a storytelling crutch, far as I'm concerned. Serial overuse. You get it? Wait, what was I saying?
You're talking about your younger days as a tossball player.
Oh, yeah. I played for the Rangers in my heyday. My specialty was getting nailed by serves without keeling over.
Getting hit with the ball was a specialty?
Yep. Ernest the Bean Padilla, they called me. At least I think that's what they called me. League leader in hit by serves 2 years in a row. Folks started competing to see how many times they could hit me in a match. Called it quits not long after that. Ain't safe to take that many blows to the head.
You don't say. So you moved to Eridanos after your playing days ended.
I came out to coach the Rangers during training camp, but after a while I had trouble remembering which player was which. Slug lets me bartend instead of recommending me for early retirement, for which I'm most grateful. I'd hate lying around like a deadbeat.
Well, how's bartending compared to tossball?
Lot less being thrown at my head. Still some, but a lot less.
Still some.
I miss getting to stretch my legs, but that's old age for you. Anyhow, I think I've talked plenty now. Is there something I can get you?
Anything interesting happen around here?
Nah. No, but some folks have been saying there was some kind of fight between a mechanical and some spacers last night. I didn't see it myself, and seems far-fetched. Deputy Wine Taster ain't exactly prone to wandering, nor are most other mechanicals that I'm aware of. There's a new Void Dan burn on my nice clean floor, but I think it's the doing of one of my customers.
Alright, well, let's see what you have on tap. I don't actually want any of it. +42 armor, range weapon skills +5. What have we got? Oh, we got long guns, not range weapon. What's the difference? Nothing. Okay, so we'd lose 2, but we get more armor. That's fine. Thank you, dude. Thank you kindly.
What do you want?
You're Black Hole Birdie, right?
Not so loud! How'd you know it was me?
Do you have any idea how many tossball posters your face is on?
That's what the disguise is for. I'm in no mood to sign autographs,
Disguise?
and I hate disappointing
hat?
fans. So I'm lying low. You know, incompleto.
Incompleto. It's a very nice hat, yeah.
Oh, what's it matter? Helen's gone. She's gone and nothing I do will bring her back. I've been trying to find who did this. That's what she would do. Track down the killer and bring them to justice. But I'm stumped. And not very clever. Being bright was always Helen's thing.
Maybe I can help. I was hired to solve Helen's murder.
Oh, so you're the inspector?
Yes.
Hope you have more luck figuring things out than me.
Maybe.
You probably want to ask me some questions, huh?
Yes.
I'm sure you're asking everybody questions, so you can find Helen's killer.
Did my job.
So, how do I help?
Alright, well. Want to explain why you smashed up your picnic with Helen?
Oh, the picnic. Right. I get real mad sometimes. Ugly mad. Something I've been working on, but when Helen said we were through, I lost it.
When you broke up, that must have been rough.
Helen meant everything to me. I didn't take the split well. And now I can never apologize.
What did you do after the picnic?
I got blotto with the other Rangers.
What?
You know, soaked, muddled, preserved. Drunk. The team noticed I was in a bad way when I got back to the hotel. When I told them Helen and I were Splitsville, they wanted to cheer me up. We were up the pole afore evening. The hotel staff said we was bothering the other guests on account of all the crying and yelling and practice body tackling. Zeke said we should move elsewhere, get some air.
Probably a good call. Where did you go, is what we say. Yeah, where did you go?
We ended up at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. I think somebody wanted to pet a woolly cow? There was this one cow off away from the others. Zeke figured it'd be a laugh to get her drunk. One thing led to another, and I think we might have maybe, stolen her.
What did you steal a cow for?
I don't know. We were drunk, and we made bad choices. She was all alone. I know how that feels now. It's so hard to be all by your lonesome. My memory's a little muddled after that. I guess me and the team got split up, because I know I was on my own at the pilot house for a time.
Can anyone from the pilot house back that up?
I reckon not. See, I went to the weather station. I was looking for where Helen stashed her datapad for safekeeping, right? She'd asked me to get it, mind. I wasn't stealing. I'm no thief.
Did you find it? Did you go yourself? You're telling me Helen dumped you, then asked you for a favor?
Nah, she sent a note to my hotel room before we, split.
Okay.
I don't know how long it was sitting there before I noticed.
Alright, so the datapad, did you find it?
Sure did. Only there was a guard out there who found me. She started yelling about how I was trespassing and in serious trouble. Thing is, it was real dark out there. So dark, she couldn't tell who I was.
Yeah, you're sure this guard couldn't ID you?
Real sure. It was dark as night gets. Plus, I've got small veins. Anyway, I didn't much feel like trying to explain why I was out there, or why I was drunk, and holding someone else's datapad, and also maybe crying a little, so I booked it. Ran like the Rangers were down by 3, and I just bronzed the toss ball in the Friday zone. Yeah, I mean, no. Nope. No one else.
Come on, man, who was it?
I don't want to tell you. I'll get in trouble.
Yeah, not having witness puts you in bigger trouble.
Look, I talked to Auric, okay? Auric West. Hangs out around the spaceport. He's the one who taught me the breathing exercises I use to calm down.
Alright. Thanks, I'll follow up with Auric.
That sounds like a good idea. So now you have the whole story. After I talked to Auric, I went back to the hotel. Woke up the next morning with Helen's datapad in my hand and the hangover to end all hangovers. Don't know if I'll ever drink again.
Isn't that a beer you're drinking?
Oh, I mean the hard stuff. Beer doesn't count.
Right.
Anyway, you ought to take Helen's datapad. Maybe you'll have better luck understanding her notes. Either she was writing in code or I'm dumber than a bag of hammers.
Probably both.
I tried for hours to crack her notes, but it's like I said. Being bright was Helen's thing.
Thanks, I'll take a look at him.
Okay. And listen, I want to help you find her killer, Inspector. I knew Helen better than anybody. And it could be handy to have a guy like me around, in case anybody gives you trouble.
I don't think it matters. Sorry, Birdie, it's better if you're not involved. Yeah.
I get it. I'll head back to the Grand Colonial then. Unless you need me for anything else?
Let's see if we have
What
any
do you want to know?
Oh, wow. Okay, about Helen.
What about her?
What was your relationship with her like?
Look, you and me, we both know I'm a big, dumb tossball star, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm good at. Rizzo's knows it. The fans know it. Helen, she saw me as more than that. She saw someone who had more to offer than big muscles and a signature black hole stomp. Being with Helen was magic. She was magic. There ain't good enough words for something as special as what we had together.
Why did you break up?
I wish I knew. Must have been something I did. At the picnic, Helen just kept saying she didn't want to drag me into her world. Maybe one of the higher-ups in motion pictures was giving her trouble over us? I don't know. I tried to understand, but I don't.
Did you have any enemies?
Rival actresses, maybe? I don't know too much about the motion picture industry. Except for Helen's pictures, obviously. Those I probably know by heart. Seen them about 100 times each.
Let me ask you something else.
What do you want to know?
About Auric West.
Yeah?
What's his deal?
Auric's a businessman. He sells stuff you can't get elsewhere. You know, alternative stuff. We're talking sort of science, crockery, whole supplements. Maybe putting effort accelerators in your body isn't always the right call, you know? Maybe there are other options. Maybe I don't take all the accelerators Rizzo's pushes on me.
Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe I should forget that last one so you don't get in trouble with Rizzo's.
Oh, yeah. I'd appreciate that. Yeah?
Yeah. Alright, where can I find Auric?
Auric hangs around the spaceport most days. Since he's not here at the bar, he's most likely over by the buy-a-bunks at the shipping yard.
Oh, why'd you have that mascot pull the stunt over at recording in Helen's room?
I remember sending her the recording, but... Law, I was halfway to preserved by then. I don't know what was on it. When I realized what I'd done, I panicked. If I'd said something dumb, folks might think I was involved in her death. I was scared of looking suspicious.
Well, I found the recording and there's nothing incriminating on it.
You listened to it? What'd I say to Helen? Did I sound drunk?
No, not at all. It was very sweet.
Thank the architect. I hope she heard it. I don't want the last time she heard my voice to be when I was all angry at the orchards.
What's it like being famous?
Tossball was, is, and always will be the greatest game in the universe. And I would give it up in a heartbeat to have Helen back.
Oh, that's sweet. Alright, that's enough for now. Are you a dude?
You seen those workers by the orchards? Those smiles are gonna haunt my nightmares.
Alright, we'll go this one. Okay, we don't want to go that one. Can we get in over here? Well,
Hi there. Sorry, this area is off limits to port vision. Oh, wait half a second. You're the inspector.
I am.
Sorry about that. I'll buzz you right in.
Thanks, dude.
Feel free to have a look around, sir.
All right. Deadeye 3. No.
Is Fight Night still on then?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Got 500 riding on Dr. Billy taking it all.
You bet on a sprat named Dr. Billy? What's he a doctor of?
Victory.
Whoa.
The biology of this sprat is highly unusual. This sprat has been in contact with multiple parasites, yet shows no symptoms of infection.
But is massive. Why is this sprat so big?
A cursory analysis of this organism's anatomy suggests it was bred deliberately for its unusually large size.
Why would anyone want an unusually large sprat for?
Based on slug records of board-issued punitive sanctions against sublight salvage and shipping, this sprat is most likely intended for cage fighting.
How did it survive the infection?
Sprats possess highly adaptive immune systems capable of developing immunological memory with extraordinary speed. The unique immunological subsystem found in sprats is advantageous in fending off parasites, pathogens, and other biological threats.
Interesting.
You're being absurd. Sprats can't earn doctorates.
Wait, he's outside? There was something inside here. I'm sure there was something inside. Oh, there's a restricted one. Ella Tinsley, hey? What's up?
You're the inspector, aren't you?
Hmm?
Boss Kincannon said you'd be by about the cargo that's been going missing. Gosh, this is so neat. A real-life inspector. What's that like? Have you solved any mysteries yet? Ever had to shoot a suspect?
What, have you never shot someone? Yeah, let's focus on the cargo thefts.
Right, of course. Just tell me how I can help.
What's the culprit been stealing?
That's the weird part. There's no pattern, far as I can tell. The thefts don't make sense. I ask you, who would steal a handful of Spacer's Choice Sabers, so dull they can barely cut mud, but leave the spectrum black? Ugh. Who'd be desperate enough to want to steal a Spacer's Choice Saber, full stop?
An idiot?
No one's dumb enough to think Spacer's Choice Sabers are worth half a damn. Then there's the most recent theft. 5 boxes of pens and a couple of sodas. I can't decide which one's sadder.
It's both. Both are sadder.
I wish they hadn't stolen the blue pens. We can never keep enough of those in stock.
Who has access to the cargo?
Everyone here at Freight Storage and Processing, for a start. Thing is, the cargo is going missing before the shipments even get to the warehouse. Best I can figure, it's probably getting lost in the shipping yard. As for who has access there, Benton Chan, he's the shipping yard manager. He told me it's mainly just the loading automechs that handle cargo.
Could Benton have anything to do with it?
Nah, Benton's too lazy for crime. The extra work would kill him.
Okay.
Last time I asked him to check the automechs, the whole head told me he couldn't help because he was dead.
It's hard to argue with that.
Yeah, especially when he kept shouting, "Dead people can't hear anything," at me. On the bright side, I'm sure the dead won't mind if you decide to check those loading automechs out yourself. Hopefully, you're mechanically inclined.
That's enough for now.
Oh, before I forget, I figured you might want to access my terminal, so I had a spare keycard made. It's all yours.
Oh, thanks. Anything on there I should know about?
Oh no, I forgot to delete all of those incriminating messages I sent about which cargo to steal. Nah, I do have a list of cargo that's gone missing though, if that helps any.
Alright. Pens and soda. Can't see a pattern. Do we have a... I wonder where that was here. Were there any? Okay, so there's nothing in this building. But we had to speak to her anyway. Princess of Hephaestus copper locket. On the locket contains a small picture of a young dashing woman. On the interior of the door locket, following inscribed: "Even if we had to live out the rest of our lives in exile, you'll always be royal to me, Sarah Yuko." Okay. Well, I guess we're leaving here. I thought we were supposed to come in. Well, we were supposed to come in to speak with her, but that was about it. Thanks, dude. I guess that receiver was not in the building, but near the building. I guess not. Whatever. Current unit occupied, okay.
Hey, pal.
Over
here. Hey there. You're looking to unwind, friend? Maybe you're on your way to the bar for a good time? Maybe you're interested in something a little better than beer or Adreno? Something with a little more kick?
What are you selling?
The name's Auric. I deal in, shall we say, holistic pharmaceuticals, natural substances and the like. You know, alternative stuff. I know. Ooh, it came out of the ground. That's where worms live. I get it. I do. Why go for that homegrown shit when you could be pumping your body full of effort accelerators? Says it right on the Auntie Cleo's box. Better than nature, right? Well, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, pal. Those pharmaceuticals the corporations manufacture, not all of them are as good for you as the board wants you to believe.
Really?
Alternatives. That's the way to go, pal. Trust me. No matter what ails you, I got what you need.
You got what I crave? Brondo, it's got what plants crave. What kind of alternatives do you sell?
What do I sell? I've got premium shit, my friend. Vitamins like you wouldn't believe. Calcium, vitamin D, reverse vitamin D. I got everything, my
What's
friend.
reverse vitamin D?
You got stress problems? I got stress solutions. Aromatherapy eases the mind. Diluted mantisaur essence, best kept secret in the business. And if you're a real freak, techniques to calm yourself by fooling your own mind. If they can tame the rage of a certain well-known tossball star, they can help anybody.
I'd like to ask you some questions about Bertie Holcomb.
Wait, you ain't a sheriff, right? You gotta tell me if you're a sheriff.
I'm a freelance inspector brought in to investigate the death of Halcyon Helen.
I'll be honest, I don't really know where that puts us.
Me either, and I'm not going to arrest someone if I don't even know if that's allowed.
Can't argue with that logic. Yeah, I know, Bertie. What do you want to know?
I heard you taught Bertie some breathing techniques. Oh, was he with you the night Halcyon Helen was killed?
Yeah. Damn shame about that. Bertie thought the world of Helen, you know. He showed up drunk at my place wanting to talk about the breakup. Helen dumped him, he said. Boy, was he in a bad way. I'd never seen him like that before. We talked for a while, and when he felt better, I sent him back to the hotel. Told him to drink more water and get some sleep.
How do you know him?
He may or may not buy alternatives from me from time to time. A little diluted mantis or essence here, a little vitamin B negative there.
Does he have a substance problem?
Nah. What Bertie's got is a stress problem. He's stressed out of his mind, the poor guy. Everyone knows his name. Can't turn around without having to sign an autograph. And then you throw in playing tossed ball for a living. Violence like that, it does things to a body. It does things to the head.
What do you mean about that?
Come on. Bertie's a damn good hacker, but taking that many blows to the noggin would scramble anyone's upstairs business. I know it's knocked a few of his memories loose. I worry about him, that's all. He's a good kid. Got a good heart.
Heard you taught him some breathing techniques.
Yeah, that was me. Bertie's got a temper, but he's not a bad kid, you know? He's trying to work on it.
Yeah, fair enough. That's all for now, dude. We can get into these. Maybe it'll be part of a quest later.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Transmission endpoint discovered. The receiver in this book matches the transmitter to the listening device found in Cedric's office. It's somewhat grime-covered.
Any clues as to who put it here?
Due to the high level of foot traffic in this area, this unit is unable to determine who placed the device.
Ew, how long has it been on the ground?
Based on the accumulated mix of sludge and detritus, the receiver has been present since approximately a week before Helen's death.
That makes sense, because that was when the transmitter was put in. Let's take the receiver. It's a hacked mechanical. We need to talk to it.
Timeline discrepancy detected. Inspector, this loading automechanical's programming does not match factory default settings. The standard defensive protocol has been modified to include an additional trigger.
Define standard defensive.
For Type K-19 cargo transport automechanicals, defensive protocol is triggered by attempted interference with cargo, or its transportation, or attempted destruction of the unit. Once triggered, defensive protocol targets the perpetrator and applies lethal force until the target has been deceased for a minimum of 3 minutes.
Identify the new trigger.
There is a directive in place to initiate defensive protocol should an unsanctioned data log installed in this automechanical be removed.
Scan for signs of unusual behavior.
Slug automechanical maintenance records indicate this particular unit is frequently reported as out of position or missing for periods of time.
It's going over and having a look-see. Let's look inside it. We might have to shoot it as well.
Automechanical Unit K-14 is fully operational at 99% power. Please designate the cargo to be transported and its destination. How can this automechanical assist you?
I'm here to look at your data logs.
Certainly. Access panel is now unlocked.
View the most recently added data log.
Ejecting data log 17C. Alert. Failsafe protocol triggered. Kill mode initiated. Preparing to end user.
Wait, I have questions.
Understood. This unit is programmed to facilitate user queries. Kill mode pause. User termination to follow.
Alright, what's on the data log you just ejected?
The ejected data log contains instructions to move cargo shipment 6, 8, 7, 5 outside the boundaries of the shipping yard. It also contains instructions to move randomized cargo shipments outside the boundaries of the shipping yard at intervals of 1 to 4 days.
What was in shipment 6875?
Apologies. This unit does not have access to cargo inventory lists.
Alright, now thanks, I believe I owe you a fight.
Kill mode re-engaged. Have a nice day. Reprogramming confirmed. Terminated.
Oh man. That was, it was like out of combat. Alright, thankfully the save was just there. I've had that a couple times. Hasn't caused a death in the past. But like I'm pretty sure I can shoot this guy and he dies. But we don't want to, right? But it shows hostiles, like it always puts the hostile thing. Did I have talks with this guy?
Over here.
Yeah, let's talk to the dude again.
Hey there. Well, you and yeah. Then we talked.
I can't remember the order I did it in, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, and so the other robots had engaged. Apparently.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
But then it looked like they,
Transmission in. Dude.
Looks like they it looked like they had disengaged when I went around the outside until he, didn't bring up the hostile thing. And then they killed me.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Inspector, the standard. Once.
Loading automechanical unit. How?
I'm here to look at your data.
Ejecting data log. Alert.
Wait. What's on the data log?
Kill mode re-engaged. Have a nice day. Security threat eliminated.
There has to be a better way. And take the mash buttons option. Probably not. Where's dude?
Hey, pal. Over here.
Yeah, over here.
Hey there. Why go... Well... And if... He showed up. We talked... He's stressed. Then you throw...
Okay. So if all the robots are gonna be on my case when I do this?
Timeline description. Transmission in.
Let's have a drink first. Caffeinated drink.
Inspector, this loading automatic. The standard.
Yeah.
Fort once. There. Slug.
Okay, what do we got? We got this guy and 2 fly. Okay. You having waste not buggy? Ah, that's sad.
Loading automechanical unit. How can this automechanical?
Alright, so we look at the data logs. We view the most recent one, which he ejects.
Failsafe protocol triggered. Kill.
He wants to go into kill mode. We want to get questions.
Apologies.
Alright, we want fight.
Kill mode re-engaged. Have a nice day. Rumek down.
Now the problem is, I think they're hostile now, which is the issue we had last time. Where's the data cartridge? And we lose reputation with them, even though we're doing a job for them. But it's only the robots that want to kill us? It's up here. Where am I? Yeah, that can be really off-putting in games, but I guess it's the game that at the moment I don't think you can even buy it for early access. You've got to request it or be invited in. I think when you do that, you know, there are going to be bugs, right? Yeah, yeah, it's an alpha product. It looks like they don't actually hate me. Okay, let's speak to... I'll take your fizzy tea. Cassidy, hey?
Don't think I know you. What do you want?
What was the code? I like boneless spratwurst.
Yep, that sure is the passphrase, even if it is dumb as hell. What's Dash's plan?
How do I know you're really Cassidy Mills and not a mole?
Because I'm gonna tell you where our package is, hullhead. If I were part of an ambush, you'd have already been arrested. We're in the constabulary, for law's sake. You're looking for cargo from our ship, the Rat King.
Alright.
Small package, wrapped in brown paper. It got moved to the shipping yard, but I'm not completely sure where.
If you're not sure where, how am I supposed to find it?
I'm sure some sluggite knows how to find it, or has it listed in a terminal. All else fails, you could just case the joint. Might end up with some extra loot for your troubles.
Okay.
If I made a bet with you at the Copper Bottom last night, let's call it off now. I can't stand the taste of life's brats.
Greetings, criminal. This unit would implore you to confess to your crime of landing with an expired permit. Please explicate your defense into this unit's recording equipment.
My permit wasn't expired, Scrap Heap. You probably just scanned it wrong.
Error. Unit's permit reading equipment was updated only last week. Please tell a different lie.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
You ain't got the foggiest idea whether I'm telling the truth or not.
Correct. Criminal. However, Constable Keene has decreed that this unit will remain here, questioning you every minute until you submit a confession. Error.
Deputy Wine Toaster.
Recent exchange lost. Restarting conversation. Greetings, criminal. This unit would implore you to confess to your crime of landing with an expired permit.
You know what? My permit was fake after all. Let me out of here.
Timeline discrepancy. An aberration in the expected timeline for this organic being has occurred. Behold, the body of Maria Keene, formerly the constable of the Eridanos Atmospheric Complex. No signs of life detected. Maria Keene is survived by no known relatives.
These are small wounds. Look like she was shot in the head and neck.
Excellent observation, Inspector. Multiple wounds located in the frontal bone and between the clavicles suggest she was facing away from her attacker. Furthermore, the location and circumference of exit wounds suggest a firearm with unconventional ammunition.
I noticed some casings on the ground. Ammunition?
These casings are too minuscule for conventional small caliber firearms. Each casing resembles a lancing needle used for medical and surgical purposes.
Sounds like the needler to me.
Yes, Inspector. These wounds and ammunition are consistent with the description of Halcyon Helen's signature weapon, the Needler. This unit's records show that the Needler was likely taken from Helen's belongings in the penthouse.
Yeah, needler's probably used to inject something. Amplify scan her blood.
High concentration of potassium chloride detected. Trace amounts of
I gave her a heart attack.
neurotoxin detected.
Yep. Amplify, make a note. Find out whoever did this and make them pay.
Your memo has been noted. This unit has been programmed to offer encouragement during moments of emotional strain. Banter protocol activated. We'll find the sprat bastards responsible, Inspector.
Banter protocol activated. Love it. Constable Toaster.
Greetings, non-criminally associated individual. The Rizzo's constabulary is currently not closed due to a sprat infestation. Bureaucratic processes are currently suspended. At present, criminal reports. Please speak.
I'm skipping his dialogue. It's terrible. Constable Keene is dead.
Understood. This information process.
Yep. Okay. I could help. You could use your help finding the killer.
Error.
Error? Okay. But was it you?
This unit.
Not programmed of. Alright, thanks for the talk.
Purpleberry.
Nope. Talk to him again.
Welcome.
No,
Please.
no. Your designation is Deputy Wine Toaster. What are you doing in Constabulary?
Error.
Okay. No. What's your... Huh, what do wine testing instruments... No, is there any actual usable dialogue in here? I'd like to report a crime.
Activate.
Dash Whitlock and Cassidy Mills are smuggling contraband on a road... Wait, what? Really? Oh, no.
Powering.
Did you say something about a sprat infestation?
Checking logs. Limitation limit.
No, don't... Oh, okay, get out. Like, that is someone I do not want to be talking to. Let's go speak to this dude again. Wait, who are you? No. Okay. I'm just going to make my way up. Okay, thank you. What's up, dude?
Inspector.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
The constable is dead.
Constable Keene? Now that is a damn shame. Am I right to think this wasn't a workplace accident?
It depends. Did you accidentally kill her? This was murder, alright.
It seems murder is becoming an unsettling trend on Eridanos as of late. Thank you for informing me of Constable Keene's passing. When you find her killer, please be certain to make them suffer.
You're actually upset about this.
We may have been on opposite sides of the law on occasion, but we were not enemies. Perhaps it will shock you to hear her loss saddens me. Maria was a decent soul, and law knows those are in short supply around here. A little square, perhaps, in her dedication to the rules, but good nonetheless. I'm also saddened to have lost an occasional drinking buddy. She was quite good at cards, you know.
Wow. Sever. Yeah, I can understand. Wow, because if you put in a big order for pizzas because you've got a what you thought was a free voucher and you end up getting charged for it, you'd be a bit upset, hey? I'm sorry, Constable Keene. She did not deserve this.
No, she didn't. But let's discuss something else. Do you have other matters requiring my attention?
Oh, you got your true sun god out and the game crashed. I solved your cargo skimming issue.
Ooh, I love this part. The big reveal. So tell me, what happened?
Don't get too excited. I don't know who the culprit is.
Well, that is disappointing. Still, you said you've determined how the theft is occurring?
The culprit is using your Automax to skim cargo.
Hacking the Automax. So that was our skimmer's game. But why? Everything that was stolen has seemed random. I certainly see no pattern.
The theft was random, except for a single shipment.
So, our culprit had something specific they wished to acquire, and used the random theft as a smokescreen. I must say, Inspector, you've done excellent work on this case. Then that just leaves how the culprit knew where their true target would be, or indeed, that Slug would soon possess it.
Hand over the receiver. Get him to check his pocket while we're going to pickpocket it into his pocket. No, hand over the receiver.
Am I right to think what you found in my office earlier was the other half of this listening device?
Sure was, and whoever this device belongs to, that's our culprit.
Not quite, Inspector. That listening device belongs to me. I lent it to Halcyon Helen to assist her with role research.
Okay, so she died before she could deactivate the mech she hacked?
That, or she never intended it to stop. Impossible to know now. Unbelievable. I helped her. Gave her whatever she needed. I thought we were doing each other a good turn.
I doubt it was personal.
This is a betrayal, Inspector. I do not take betrayal lightly.
Fair enough.
Helen should consider herself very lucky indeed that she is already among the dead. And that some other bastard beat me to putting her in the ground.
Seems like we found your motive, Cedric.
Yes, I suppose we have. There is, however, a slight chronological incongruency to it. I now have a motive to kill Halcyon Helen, but Halcyon Helen is already dead. If I'd known Helen was stealing from me, I may very well have killed her, or had her killed. Alas, I did not.
Well, maybe you did know, and this is all show for my benefit.
Oh, that is good, Inspector. Now you are thinking in the manner you must if you intend to get to the bottom of this mess. I wish you luck with your investigation, though I doubt you'll need it. You'll find Helen's murderer. I'm confident of that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must find a way to excise my anger that minimally damages my business empire. I expect it will involve shooting quite a lot of guns.
Nice. Alright, what do we got next? Okay, so that's a check-in. We got to speak to Goodnight. That's also a check-in. We haven't touched that one yet. No, let's get this one done. Let's find smuggled cargo. Twitch just notified me I went live. You better hurry up and get over here, man. Stream's about to begin. Spaceport security protocol, wait for docking, greet captain, offer cargo insurance. If captain declines, notify slug fixers to rearrange their cargo later. And then find them. Wow. Thanks, Scarbran. Panz President 2024. That might be a little bit hard to do from another country, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. Do I have the shipping yard key? I don't know if we do. It said just okay, paid now? Yes, you can.
You one of the new workers? A lost tourist? Wait, I don't care. Just don't knock anything over. There's a package I'm looking for. Came from the Rat King. Do you know where it is? Sure do. Why are you interested in it? You authorized? Not that I care, but something untoward happens, it'll be my ass on the line.
We could bribe. I'm not going to get this lie option
I'd
again.
say that's suspicious. But I don't get paid enough to give a damn.
A couple questions for you.
Hey, if it meant I could ignore my work, I'd let you talk to me about sprat reproductive practices. Ask away.
Nice. How do you manage the shipping yard?
This terminal makes it pretty easy to match a ship's cargo to its manifest. If it ain't on the terminal, then it's someone else's problem.
Alright. What's so bad about managing a bunch of cargo?
Nothing. I just hate working.
Okay.
Figured it wouldn't last. Anything else?
No, let's... You go outside and I'm going to hack this terminal. Oh, my hacking skill's too low. Oh, let's just, Let's just drink a beverage. Caffeinated beverage. See, this one, the reduced fat milk, even though it says caffeine drink, it doesn't give you any pick me up. Hacking still. Oh, okay, just right. Racking. 2 canisters of cacao milk shipping yard. Okay. Package placed in container 2443. I'm just curious about this.
What the?
Okay. So we don't have an ID card. We needed the Sublight Underground ID card.
You one of the new workers? A lost tourist? Wait.
Are you
Sure
gonna give me
do.
another option? I think he's just going to tell us it's in 2443.
I'd say that's
we don't have lie up.
suspicious. But
No. Oh, it's only at 80. Okay. So where do we get a sublight card from? Either that or we do a runner. I think that's probably a terrible idea though. Is that a door? Yeah, okay, we're gonna have to get inside that building. Is there any more guards in there? Oh, maybe we can sneak in if it's only Benton.
What?
Was there someone there? Yeah, the rounds do get harder. Like there are some things that'll buy you time. Like the sun god type stuff is. Is this what we're after? Now, how do I get out? Like when you get another sun god down, you can leave it run for a while. Oh, there's a break in the door. Oh, that was good. That's convenient. Like I saw a post of someone who made it to like round 1,000. I think they had 5 or 6 sun gods.
You're back, I see. Hope the law hasn't caught on to what you're doing. Law meaning authorities, that is, not the forces running the universe.
I got the cargo. Hey, what'd you do to get arrested anyway?
This is gonna sound a little stupid, but I got a thing about mechanicals. Don't like the way they move or the sounds they make. Gives me the creeps.
Is there any round for an achievement? I don't
was
think
drinking
so.
with Dash in the cantina when a funny-looking one trotted up beside us. Seemed like it was some kind of monster, so I started yelling, banging on it. Don't know what happened next, but I think it involved another mechanical. I passed right out then, and when I woke back up, I was here. Not the most graceful thing I've ever done.
I got the cargo. What's next?
No complications? Grand. The recipient is Joseph Dempsey. He runs the Eridanos Dry Goods and Sundry.
I hope this legwork is all worth it. Yeah, I don't know if there's any. I'm pretty sure there's no anything once you. Yeah, just get your insta monkeys. I think there's an actual bigger balloon at around 1,000. But other than that, yeah, personal. What's your best? so that when you're in a chat channel and someone says who's got the highest completed round, you can be like, mine was whatever. Yeah, if you want to impress the 8-year-olds.
Welcome back. The Eridanos Dry Goods and Sundry is just as standard and unremarkable as when you left it.
I got a shipment of something for you.
A shipment, you say? The only shipment I'm expecting is 100 pounds of salt tuna a week from now. And I certainly don't expect it to be brought by an inspector.
Fine, here we go. I like boneless bratwurst.
Is that supposed to be some kind of code phrase? It has no nuance, no subtlety. Sticks out like a bent nail. A constable could detect that from the other side of Eridanos. I learn about secret codes in my off time. For fun. It's never anything that I actually need to use, mind.
Drop the act. You already know why I'm here. What you want to know is what I've brought.
Playing dumb didn't dissuade you, huh? You're pretty sharp. And correct. Follow me to the back.
Whoa.
All right. So, as you can see, this actually ain't the most standard and unremarkable general store this side of Halcyon. Welcome to my black market. Whatever you're here for, weapons, information, contraband, cane and ointment, I've got it. Sorry for the frosty reception. Had to make sure you weren't with the constable. But seeing how you're a freelancer, I hope I ain't got nothing to worry about.
Nah, I'm good, man.
Good. A worthy freelancer is hard to find. Since you're in the know, you can access my black market stocks. Though, you'll have to come by later. I'm waiting on my next shipment. Here's your pay. Good doing business with you, especially seeing how you didn't take this to the constable. Would have been a mighty pain in my tail end.
Hey, let's have a look at your stock. No, actually, since I went through all the work to bring it to you, can I see what's in the box?
See? No. But I might tell you what's in it, so long as it's nothing proprietary, volatile, or breathing. Let's have a little look. Contraband weapon parts, a few chemicals for the crafting of high explosives. All fairly standard. Oh, and a canister of trimethyl sulfoxide. Where dimethyl sulfoxide is good at keeping folks in stasis, trimethyl sulfoxide is nice for helping refrigerators run. Useful stuff.
Alright, let's have a look at the stock. Do you have a Deadeye 3? Does anyone have a Deadeye 3? He does. Well, that was unexpected. Okay. Yeah, very happy with that. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, we could have just stolen it from him as well. Actually, I want to go out the front door. Lad, dude. Appreciate doing business. Thanks for the weapon. Very nice. Wait, oh, we need to go downstairs. Here you go, Dash.
Hope the job's coming along well. No sign of the constable, which really makes me more nervous.
Constable's dead.
Excellent. Let's divvy up the payment 3 ways and we can consider this matter settled.
Yeah. 3 ways. I reckon I should have gotten half. There you go.
Thank the law. Should be just enough to get Cass out of her damn cell. I guess breaking even is better than leaving with your partner in the clink. You might not be Hawthorne, but you can sure resolve a problem like he could. Maybe better. Thanks again for all your help.
Okay, what do we got? Okay, we're gonna go see Ludovico. Means I guess we want to get to the penthouse. Actually, I want to go to the ship. Okay, I want to grab my mods. Let's just take them. Oh man. Upgraded all the weapons. So this one has Whisper Quiet, Mag to Power, Extractor Sight. It always has Extractor Sight, so we want Whisper Quiet, Mag to Power, and it's got Extractor Sight, so that's fine. I'll put that up there. I'm going to sell that one then. I want to tinker this one. That's so cheap to tinker from. Like if we had our regular deep, like the number 2 at this level, it would cost so much to tinker up. Snooze. Grab some food. And a drink. We just need a sugar drink. Well, that will work. Go over here, put the mods back in the storage. I'll sell that. Save. Let's go. And same as like the first DLC, like there's still a decent chunk to go.
Hope you've been enjoying your stay.
Yep. Is there a vending machine? Or at least a...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Really? Hey, you're chef.
Yes? Are you here for the double rack of smoked sprat? Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you'll have to wait. Oh, don't give me that look. Let me see if I can pencil you in for later. Actually, what am I saying? I can't do that. I'm booked for the next month. You'll have to make a reservation.
Aw. No smoked sprat? What about purple berry glazed candied flank steaks?
Weren't you listening? We're reserved solid for the next month. I'm sorry, but you'll really need to order in advance.
Okay. I am in here to investigate the murder.
You're the inspector? Here? Why? I mean, you may ask me whatever you want. I have nothing to hide.
Oh. Okay, so you're pretty wed to your craft. Were you in the kitchen at the time of the murder?
No. As it so happens, I was down in the employee break room. I wasn't taking an unsanctioned break, of course. I was merely fetching ingredients.
Alright, so you said you were the hotel chef. What's that like?
I prep dishes day in and day out for guests, and while I doubt their palates are refined enough for my flavors, the work is rewarding. After all, I can take pride knowing that I simply am the best cook this side of Halcyon. No one else can even hope to compare.
Oh, that's good. Glad you're proud of your work, man. Alright, and there's a thing.
Analysis of this stovetop reveals an alarming degree of grease buildup, approximating proximity to volatile gases and chemicals. Chances of an explosive combustion upon next use currently at 92.9%.
Turn the stove on. No. Is this normal?
Most corporations have regular cleaning procedures to prevent damage to company property. Slug, already unlike most corporations in a variety of ways, does not. That or the employees tasked with inspecting are shirking their duties. For shame.
Seems like a workplace hazard.
Searching Slug work logs. No work log found. Creating conjecture. Slug has likely not fixed this issue due to a lack of responsibility on the part of their employees.
Alright, let's turn the stove on.
Performing scan. Gaslight appears to have gone out some time ago. Chance of explosive combustion without gaslight, 0.01%.
Let's conclude the examination. Hey, Chef Anwar.
Hello again.
No,
You have a
I
look.
want to talk to you about the thing. There's no dialogue option for that. Alright. Oh, the elevator's out of order. Oh, and that goes down into employee sections. Okay, well, I guess we're not selling our stuff now. Unless... Yo, barkeep! You're almost as good as a vending machine.
Wait.
Sell gun. Sell armoires. Oh. No, we're good. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if every 100 gives you one. It seems to be a thing, but might not be.
What floor would...
Penthouse, please.
Next stop, the finest seat in the house.
We probably should go to the VIP one in case there's a quest there.
Inspector, I've just received word that Constable Keene is dead. Please tell me it isn't true.
Huh. She was murdered in her office.
Halcyon Helen, Leora Blossom, Maria Keene. There's a murderer on the loose, Inspector. You must stop them. I don't have Maria to count on anymore, so I'm counting on you.
I don't think you had Maria to count on before I got here. Whoever murdered her used the Needler.
The Needler was among Helen's belongings. Whoever stole it must have been able to slip in and out of the hotel. Maria was my sole representative in Cedric's territory. The entire hotel staff is on his payroll. Any one of them could have killed her on his behalf.
Was she important to you?
Maria devoted her entire life to our vision. She was absolutely committed to our company, to our project. I promised myself I'd reward her after we launched Spectrum Brown. I'd make sure she was comfortable for the rest of her life. She was also our voice of reason. She was sensible, and I appreciated her advice. I never got to tell her that.
Enough talk. I'll find out whoever did this.
Make them suffer, Inspector.
I managed to track down Black Hole Birdie.
I'm pleased to hear that. Bertie Holcomb is a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers property. When Helen was murdered, Bertie was nowhere to be found. The timing of his disappearance is unfortunate.
Oh, nice, Everett. Bertie's something of a character, but he's harmless. I feel a little bad for him.
Try not to feel too bad for him. Bertie is a brilliant athlete. The universe has balanced his talent by making him a slackwit.
He lost his temper at a picnic, but I think he regrets it.
Bertie has always had trouble controlling his temper. He's responsible for the untimely demise of more than a few toss-ball sticks at the end of a losing match. It's only natural to be suspicious. Helen's death was violent, and the two of them were close. Be plain with me, Inspector. Do you believe Black Hole Birdie killed Helen?
I really don't.
I'm relieved to hear that. I happen to be something of a fan of the hack attack. I'd hate to see him processed for murder, but we need to be absolutely sure.
That's true.
I'd like you to continue your investigation. Notify me as soon as you're ready to make a formal accusation.
Oh, by the way, Bertie agreed to stay at the Grand Colonial.
I appreciate that. I'd rather keep Bertie within the public eye than let him languish in a bar at the docks. I'll make my report of your investigation into Bertie. Do you have anything else for me?
I looked into Cedric.
Closely, I trust. Tell me what you found.
Cedric's a slippery guy. I didn't find much, but yeah, I'm going to disappoint you. He's got an alibi.
Of course he's got an alibi. He runs Sublight Underground. He probably starts his day by preparing half a dozen alibis. With that in mind, do you think Cedric was responsible for Helen's
it's
death?
Unlikely. Helen was making money for Cedric. I doubt he has motive for killing her.
No motive.
We did find motive, though.
Disappointing, because it's exactly the conclusion he'd want us to make. Unfortunately, even I don't have the authority to detain Cedric. His line of work is dangerous, though. There's always a chance for an accident.
Sorry to disappoint you, Ludovico. He's alive and well.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I've already lost Dr. Blossom and Constable Keene, but at least Cedric's alive. The universe is a just place.
I'll be back. We are not ready to try and proclaim this killer. Not in the slightest. We need to... Before we go out to Productivity Queen, let's go to see Dr. Goodnight about the